Greetings folks and welcome to My Mind's Madness. This is another archive video that you can find all the details for in the description, including a link to the actual lab. You'll find out all about different media types in this particular video, from copper to wireless, cellular, and fiber. All the best. With this demonstration, what we're going to do is we're going to have just a very quick look at some of the different styles of topologies that we can have. You can see we have a wired network here, which is lots of devices connected via a copper cable. We can have a wireless network, which is devices connected via radio waves. We can have a cellular network, very similar to a wireless, just using an antenna. And then we also have our fiber network, which uses this red cable here, which is a fiber optic glass cable, or this one's copper. Now, in this particular way, this doesn't look too impressive. However, Packet Tracer also has what we call a physical mode. So we're going to have a quick nosy into this. So if I click on physical at the top here, you'll then see that we have our city. Now, I click on the city, and inside this city, we've got a few different diagrams. And if I click into this building here, the corporate office, you can see I've got lots of PCs connected via cable into a wiring rack, which connects into our switch. And then if I go back, one thing that copper has a small downside is that if I move this PC into another room, still using copper, just on the brink of that, it's okay. But if I move it just a little bit further away, this light goes red. And that means that we've exceeded the length that this copper cable is sending good signal. The copper cable at this stage is now, it says on my screen, 107 meters. And that means at 100 meters, it's too long. And therefore, the signal being sent over there is pretty weak at that point. So this PC, we would need another small switch for it to connect to if we ever wanted something to be connected over here. One of the downsides to copper has a distance requirement. If we have a look at the wireless network, this is one of the buildings that is hosting wireless at the moment. And if we have a look, we can see this wireless diagram here. I can just turn this device off. Okay, and if we then go back, we'll see that the wireless area that is covered is no longer there from this building. One of the downsides to wireless is that it's not the most secure, in a sense of, as you can see here, this office building's wireless actually stretches into this office building. Therefore, anyone in this corner over here could potentially connect to their network, to the other network, rather than their own. And that can be a security risk as well. So that's one of the downsides, but it does offer great flexibility when it comes to working. This person could literally walk anywhere in their office and get good signal, which is quite nice. The other options that we talked about there was, say, cellular. Now, cellular towers are pretty massive, but one thing we'll do is we'll just quickly show the tower settings. What's this? We'll turn it on. And here you can see that cellular has a much wider range compared to, say, wireless, and it can stretch quite far. And the idea is, again, for that flexibility for this mobile to be able to go anywhere in the city and be able to get a connection to its cellular tower. The final thing to show you here is our copper versus fiber. Now, I've messed around with the scale of this particular diagram. Now, this is our fiber optic and this is copper. Now, I'm just going to move the copper PC. And here you can see at this distance, which is currently saying is 223 meters, it's too far for this cable to be able to send a decent signal, and therefore the cable cuts out pretty much. Whereas with fiber, currently at 600 meters and still going strong. Still going strong at 1000 odd meters. So dependent on what fiber type you're using, you can see the distance and the difference that you can get by using fiber instead. I really hope you like this video, folks. Please stay tuned for more. I've got new videos coming out every week. All the best.